And we're live. Welcome everybody to a live Bitcoin analysis. I'm the Barbarian trader, and today we'll talk about the Bitcoin being stuck at 19,200, 19,500 area and why big money are not buying here. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and in this episode I will talk about possible targets above 20,000 and below 18,000. As well, I will analyze why big money find 19,500 not a good investment level. Let's dive in. So first, let's have a look at 12-hour chart. For the moment, Bitcoin got another rejection from the local diagonal resistance. Okay, so let's see. So we had this diagonal resistance and got another rejection from this area. All right, but before we look at the levels and what can happen in the next days or a week or two, let's see why the big money are not buying at this level. So first of all, risk reward at this level is not so attractive for the big investors. Let me tell you why. First, what we see that we have above. So above, I marked some areas that I think it will give Bitcoin a strong rejection in case of a pump. I think those areas will give Bitcoin a big rejection down. And let me explain why. So I marked two areas, okay? Previous FOMO, okay? So we have two levels of bag holders, all right? So first we have previous pump, okay? Fear of missing out. So we have first level, okay? Possible here we have a lot of retail thinking that this is the bottom and we'll have a strong bounce up, okay? So they bought everything going up. They bought a lot of Bitcoin thinking that, okay, it will hit this area or even above. But after Bitcoin hit 25,000 area, had a very big dump. So what we can say, in this area, there are a lot of bag holders. So this is the first level of bag holders, which right now, let's see, if they have an average somewhere 25,000, let's say 24,000, okay, they will be in minus right now 20%, okay. So this is the first level. What do you think it will happen if the Bitcoin will pump, okay? And we'll talk about also about this falling wedge and what can happen if this will play out and what is the target above. Okay, so if this falling wedge will play out and we'll see some pump in 25,000 area, a lot of bag holders will unload their bags, okay? Because they will be on break even. So they say, okay, I'm back on zero. I'm not minus 20%. I'm happy. I'm unloading my bags for the moment. And I will wait for another retest of this area or probably lower. Okay, so I hope it makes sense for you. If it doesn't make sense for you, if you have another opinion, please leave a comment. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button, as you'll help the channel and also you'll be notified every time I'm uploading a video. All right, let's continue. Above, I think we have the biggest rejection area, and the biggest reason I think we'll not see an all-time high too soon. And when I'm talking too soon, I'm not talking weeks or months. We can talk about years, okay? And I will show you another chart that probably it will convince you why we'll not see Bitcoin going for a new all-time high too soon in the next years. All right, let's continue. And again, please watch this video carefully, okay, and with an open mind, because don't forget, we are in a bear market and the bear market is not over, okay? So why this area? It will give one probably the biggest rejection and will not go past through, because let's zoom out. So practically everybody was hoping 30,000 will be the bottom, okay? If you watch videos, like previous videos from all kind of influencers and whatever, who were screaming, buy the dip at 40,000, buy the dip at 45, 40,000, 35, oh, 35,000, it's on discount, you must buy now. 30,000, it was already super cheap, right? Okay, well, they were wrong, as usual, most of the time. All right, so a lot of traders, they bought in 30,000 area thinking it's a bargain, okay? And also I think pretty big investors, okay, they bought on 30,000, between 30,000 and 40,000. So right now they are in a big, they are at least 30 to 40% minus, okay? Maybe more if they bought above 35 or even at 40,000, 44 like Michael Saylor bought, all right? So what do you think it will happen when the price, it will move in this red area? We'll see a lot of selling pressure, because here, okay, the bears, they are smart and hold the price long enough for the unexperienced traders, okay, even they have a lot of money, doesn't mean they have a lot of experience in charting, okay? So they hold the price long enough here, so a lot of traders, they are buying, and then they make a super fast dump. So practically they locked those traders in, okay? So this is reason number one, okay? So why I'm saying is not a good risk reward. Let's see, if the Bitcoin will pump from here, okay, the big money knows, hey, look, here, okay, the new big money, okay, the real big funds, they say, look, I'm not buying here, because in this area, a lot of people will sell. So practically, if they are buying here, they will make what? 18, if they are lucky, 30%. For big funds, this is nothing. It's not a long-term investment, okay? It's a big if, okay? And long-term investment is still a risky area. So possible, a better area for them, like a better risky word, probably it's at the bottom of this falling wedge, okay? So below or in area of 17,000, and from 17,000, 17,300 below, they can start to buy probably, all right? And I will show another chart. They show that Bitcoin is still in a very tricky area, and Bitcoin likes to trick you guys, okay? If you don't have enough experience, don't fall for that, because while all other markets, and I will show you this in a second, okay? Another reason why big money are not buying, okay? So I think the big money are waiting for, first, the Bitcoin price to catch up with June low, with 17,600 or even below, okay? And we'll talk about this possibility to see this bottom of this falling wedge tested first, and then possible a rally up. If we'll have a rally up from here, it will be just a fake break, I have a feeling, okay? Now, let's talk another reason why big money, they are not buying here. And this is the biggest elephant in the room, okay? Let's switch to monthly chart. So we are looking at logarithmic chart, monthly chart, okay? Monthly logarithmic chart. So what we can see? We see the biggest and the nastiest bearish pattern in the history of Bitcoin, okay? In the history of Bitcoin, because we're looking at the monthly chart, and the big money, they have good analysts, okay, and they see the same thing. And funny stuff, nobody's talking about this pattern on YouTube, so you are seeing this here first only at Barbarian Trader. So again, guys, if you really want to help the channel and as well to become one of the Barbarian traders, first you can just subscribe and hit the notification button. And if you want to join our VIP trading group, where you see exactly when we buy and when we sell, and daily chart analysis and more in-depth analysis of the market, you are welcome to join our group. I will leave a link in the description below. All right, so let's go back. we have this big nasty rising wedge. So we have 2015 bottom, and then we have March 2020 bottom. Okay, so there you go, we have those bottoms, so high lows, and then we have December, we have 2017 all-time high, and then we have April 21 high. Okay, so, and what you can see if we zoom in, okay, let me show you here. This is the first month, okay, in practically in the history of the Bitcoin, when Bitcoin is closing a monthly candle before below a previous all-time high. So check this out. 2011, okay, no closing below. Okay, so I'm talking before they move to another all-time high. Okay, not this correction. I'm talking once the Bitcoin in the past broke the previous all-time high, never go back to test or even to close below. Okay, so then we have 2013 all-time high. Once was broken, it was never tested again, not to close even below. Okay, but now we are at 2017. So what we can see, monthly candle, let me zoom in. Okay, let me clean this and zoom in. So we have, it was tested as support, 2017 all-time high. Okay, and for the moment I think it will be a superficial support. It can give us a bounce, it is possible, and we'll discuss also about this. But as you can see, last month closed at 19,367, so below 2017 all-time high. So this is the first time when a monthly candle closed below a previous all-time high after a break above. Okay, so then let's see. So we are below and also close below 2017, below the bottom of the rising wedge. What we can see in the next months, okay, I'm not saying that we'll start to drop from here directly down to this possible diagonal support, okay, that I think probably it's our final target for this bear market. I know it's funny, but if you measure, okay, this rising wedge and you set this target, you will see that can come in 6,000 area or even below. Okay, so what we can see in the next months, either we'll look also on a smaller time frame, but we can see maybe a move down taking 17,600 area, so June low, and then another pump testing this diagonal resistance. And usually, guys, if you watch my videos, and I really recommend you to subscribe and watch my videos and be up to date, we talked a lot about rising wedges. Rising wedges, okay, has the habit to test the diagonal resistance, okay, the bottom of the rising wedge a few times before they play out. Okay, so it is possible in the next months to see a lot of choppiness along this diagonal resistance. So yes, it is possible to see 25, 26, even 27, 28,000. Okay, so the price can go up in that disparate backholders area. Okay, keep that in mind. There we have a lot of disparate people just waiting to get on break even, okay, and to offload their bags after so many months of stress and questioning themselves. Okay, will I lose more, 30, 40, 50, 70%? Okay, another reason why I think this one can go even lower. If we look in the past, okay, and probably this, I'm sure you heard this before, but we'll talk also about this. So 86% dump, I will go very fast through that, okay? 86%, 83% for the moment, okay? From the all-time high to the current low, to the June low, okay? We have only only 74%. So another 84% could put us in 11,000, 12,000, 13,000 area. Okay, and this is matching with all those tops here, that it will provide us a very good support. But now I think this bear market, it will be nastier than previous bear markets. Why? Because, as I said, it's the first time when we break and close below a previous all-time high. Okay, this is a very nasty signal. We are at the bottom of the rising wedge. So okay, let's continue. Now, let's have a look at S&P 500, and I'll give you another reason why the big money are not coming here, okay, at this level. So, if we look at Dow Jones first, what we can see, Dow Jones not only dipped under June low, okay, so this candle have not only did that, okay, they move below February 2020 high. Okay, so as you can see here, it was the top before the COVID crash. Okay, so check this out, they go even below 2020 high. And if we look where it was Bitcoin before the crash, okay, you will not be happy. As well, S&P 500 lost also June low. Okay, so for the moment, Bitcoin is just holding above June low and have not taken the June low. So the big money, okay, if we come back at this 12-hour chart, what we can see? Yes, we are inside of a falling wedge, okay? So we should keep an eye for the following levels. And now we'll talk levels and what can happen, okay, in the next days, a week or two. Okay, what levels we should keep an eye on. What you see here, we have this dotted red diagonal resistance. This resistance is coming from 69,000, so it's coming from the top. And everybody's looking at this resistance, is like, okay, we broke this resistance, but let me show you something that nobody's talking about. Guys, we have not confirmed the break yet, okay? Because the first break was here, and the Bitcoin moved to 20,500 area, and as you can see, it's unconfirmed. The price has not moved above this area. So once it's moving above this area, then we can say, okay, yes, this diagonal, okay, this diagonal break, okay, this diagonal resistance break is confirmed, okay, and we can expect higher targets. But until then, it was not confirmed. So this is just a false break, and as you can see, it's just bleeding along this diagonal, now a support. So if we have a dump here, guess what? As you can see, this diagonal support now, okay, have a confluence with the bottom of the falling wedge in, let's say, 17,363, okay. As well, we have the June low of 17,600 area, okay. So if the Bitcoin will dump, we can look on the first area of support, okay, of, let's say, I don't know, 17,600, because I have a feeling if the Bitcoin will come in this area, probably, okay, probably they will dip below this diagonal of support. Why? A lot of traders will set long trades because they are looking, okay, June low, we have a lot of liquidity here from the past, okay, from this dump, okay, so we have a lot of liquidity in this area, and we have this diagonal support, we have this diagonal support, so if it will fall, we have a confluence of a lot of support here. So probably they will set some long position here and with tight stop loss. And what Bitcoin will do, will dip below, trigger all stop losses, okay, and then it is possible to see if we'll have this scenario, of course, if Bitcoin will dump and will test June low, okay. But if this will happen, we must keep an eye for a swing failure pattern. Okay, so they dump, they grab this liquidity from this area, they hit all the stop losses for the long position with tight stop loss, and after that it is possible to go back inside this falling wedge, okay, and then to break above, because they will grab a lot of liquidity in this area and they get their momentum for a nice move up. All right, so let's see what can happen price wise in the next days. So either, as I can see it, we have few key levels that we must keep an eye on. Okay, so until we don't break this local diagonal resistance, okay, we cannot expect the next one, the top of the falling wedge, to be tested. So let's put some levels. We have 19,600 area that probably it will continue to act as support, 19,400, 19,600 area. And then above, we have this diagonal. Okay, just a second. Let me do like this. There you go. So then we have this top of the wedge, okay, diagonal resistance. And here again, we have a lot of liquidity in 20,000 area. Also, we have again 2017 all-time high. So as you can see, 2017 all-time high, it was very disputed, okay. They try to break it, they fail, they come back, test the support, dip below, try to break it again, and then now is trading below 2017 all-time high. So for the moment, trend is bearish, okay. Why somebody want to throw a lot of money on this level? Just because they hope this is the bottom. And I showed you, I think, enough evidence that might not be the bottom, okay, and we might see much lower targets. All right, so in case we break all those two levels, what we must look for? We must look for a break of this falling wedge, test the support, confirm the break, and then after that, if you want to jump in a long position, you can stay. And again, this is not a financial advice, it's just my opinion. So you have to mind and be sure that you set up your trades accordingly, okay? But probably once this is confirmed, then could be a good idea to open a long position with a stop loss below this diagonal of support, okay? And take profit on key Fibonacci levels, on diagonal support. By the way, guys, again, if you want to see how we trade this market, and by the way, a big shout out to XN for a nice short from this local diagonal of resistance that we milk it again. So guys, inside this range, we had a lot of nice trades in our VIP trading group. So I strongly recommend you to join us, especially if you are new trader, if you are new in the crypto world. I think you will learn a lot, you will see a lot of charts, and you will understand more and more. Okay, so then above what we have resistance on this previous local high, okay, 20,450, 20,500. Again, it is possible to have a false break above, take the liquidity in this area and just dump again, okay, and just stay inside of this channel. Okay, in case the Bitcoin is not managing to break this local diagonal resistance, we can look first. It is possible to come and test this low, okay, because as you can see, usually those kind of shadows, they come back and test them if really are the buyers or it was just some liquidation, all kind of stuff. All right, so it is possible to see a retest of 18,000 area, and again a dip below, grab the liquidity of June low, test this diagonal of support again, and only that probably we can see a stronger move up. Okay, so in conclusion, if you want to jump or to invest in Bitcoin at this level. Of course, it's your choice. I have presented you few reasons why I don't think they are not a lot of money, big money jumping in this level, okay, and could be just a noise before a big dump. Even we'll have a fake break here to trap the bulls again and then a big dump, okay? So be very careful. So in conclusion, falling wedge with a possible target. I'll give you also a possible target for this falling wedge. Let's see how it is. Let's do something like that, okay? So either we can have a minimum target, something like that, depends when it will break, where it will break, maybe 20,600. But if we'll have a nice play from this one again, okay, can go in this area of bag holders. And from here, probably we'll see a big dump, okay? And if the Bitcoin will dump and will grab this liquidity from this area, look for a swing failure pattern, okay? And then it's possible to jump in along from the bottom of the falling wedge. On monthly, we have this huge rising wedge, so be careful at that. The target for this wedge, okay, could be somewhere at 6,300 area, but it is possible in this bear market for Bitcoin, okay, for Bitcoin to slowly bleed down along this diagonal support, okay? So could be 6,000, could be 7,000, could be 5,000, could be even 1,500. And guys, I strongly recommend you to watch also this video. So go on my channel and watch this video, and as well watch this video with Ethereum. So Ethereum that can dump 90% and can go to $200 area. I know, sounds crazy, but let's keep an open mind. And this Bitcoin video that might create a different perspective about the future of Bitcoin, okay? But for the moment, let's not be all negative, all right? Because we are close to the top of the falling wedge, so the Bitcoin can explode up in the next days or next hours, who knows, next hours, next days, next week. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. And until next time, trade safe. Barbarian out.